All right. Well, welcome everyone to our Find Your Place to Belong Fraternity and Sorority Life information session. We're so excited that you've joined us this afternoon to learn more about fraternity and sorority life at Oregon State. My name is Kelsey Elam Guiding, and I am the coordinator in the Center for Fraternity and Sorority Life. I'm one of 3 full-time staff members who works with our community, and I'm really excited for you all to meet our student leaders who are here today to share more about their organizations and how you can find your place to belong in them. So before I hand it over to the students, though, I do just briefly want to share a little bit about the relationship between Oregon State and our fraternities and sororities. Know that Oregon State highly values having a positive, engaging relationship with our fraternities and sororities, and we formalize this relationship through an annual partnership agreement called the Relationship Statement. This document outlines basic expectations that our chapters have to meet each year by having their members attend workshops, by having different programs in their organization or attending different events. And chapters meet the criteria throughout the academic year, and it's how they stay in good standing and in good relationship with our university. If you'd like to learn more about the relationship statement, you can find the full document with all the criteria on our website under the About Us tab. Okay, so now let's get to the fun stuff. During our session, we're going to introduce you to the 5 councils that make up our community here at Oregon State. You'll learn more about our community's values and about each of the council's joining processes. The presentation is about 25 minutes long, and there'll be a time for Q&A at the end. If you have any questions as we're going through the presentation, feel free to drop them in the chat, and then we'll get to those at the end. But that is all from me. I'm now going to hand it over to our students to take it away. Maya, you're up first.
Thank you. Well, hello and welcome. And as Kelsey said, my name is Maya, and I'm the representative for the Collective Greek Council. I'm a senior studying nuclear physics, and I'm originally from Clackamas, Oregon. So today you'll get to hear from 4 other students, and as we speak, we'll each share a little introduction about ourselves. And we're so excited that you've decided to join us today to learn more about our community, and we hope that your start sessions have been going well so far. We're super excited to have you here on campus in the fall. And if you'd like to follow along today, you can find our 2021-2022 Go Beavs, Go Greek publication on the website, and we'll post a link in the chat to the publication. This publication covers general information about the community and our joining processes, along with listing each of our recognized chapters on campus. Also, there is a wealth of information on our website, so you can go to oregonstate.edu/CFSL to view frequently asked questions, learn about joining, and to see chapter profiles for each of our groups.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia and I'm the Vice President of Recruitment for the Pan-Hellenic Council. I'm a senior studying kinesiology and I'm originally from Bainbridge Island, Washington. Fraternity and sorority life has a rich legacy here at OSU. Our community is over 138 years old as we were established in 1882, just 14 years after the creation of OSU. Our community is an integral part of the OSU student experience. 14% of the total undergraduate student body at OSU are fraternity and sorority members, which comes out to over 2,500 students. Additionally, we currently have 46 chapters here at Oregon State, and our community grows more and more each year. Our first Greek-lettered organization was Alpha Tau Omega Fraternity, but the chapter only lasted about 6 months due to the isolated nature of OSU in 1882. About 30 years later, in 1915, Alpha Tau Omega Sorority became the first national sorority on campus, and the chapter is still active today. During this time, the fraternities Sigma Alpha Epsilon and Kappa Sigma joined the OSU community as well. We are proud to have been such a huge part of Oregon State's history and value continuing our community's legacy on campus.
Hey everyone, my name is Sam. I am the Vice President of Recruitment Marketing for the Interfraternity Council, or IFC. I'm a senior studying business administration. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Oregon. Now we will introduce each of our 5 governing councils, and I'll start with the Interfraternity Council. IFC is a fraternity-only governing body for the traditionally housed fraternities on campus. We have 22 IFC chapters, and all recognized chapters are listed in our CFSL publication. 17 of our 22 chapters have chapter houses, so there are unhoused options for students as well who are looking for that option. All housed fraternities have a live-in advisor called a house director or resident advisor. Their job is to help maintain the facility and serve as a resource for the members living in. IFC's chapter ranges in size from 120 members to 8, but the average size is around 50 men per chapter. Many of our chapters are offering scholarships that incoming freshmen can apply for over the summer, so watch out for information on these scholarships through your email.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cheke, and I'm the representative for the Multicultural Greek Council, or MGC. I'm a fifth year studying chemistry, and I'm originally from Panhellenic, Guanajuato, Mexico, but I currently live in Corvallis, Oregon. The Multicultural Greek Councils are members of multicultural fraternities and sororities, including Latinx, Asian interest, and Native American-based chapters. While each of our groups have an affinity that is connected to our founding, each are also strongly connected to a multicultural identity. We currently have one Latino founder fraternity, 2 Latina sororities, and 1 Native American sorority. While MGC chapter sizes are typically smaller, our groups are always looking to grow. None of the multicultural groups have chapter houses, but often meet at one of the cultural centers on campus, such as the Native American Longhouse, the Asian Pacific Cultural Center, the Four Seas, and more. Our council has a strong connection to social justice principles, and you don't have to identify as a member of certain cultural group to join one of our chapters, or are welcome and encouraged to explore what our chapters have to offer.
Hey everybody, my name is Gabe, and I'm the representative for the National Panhellenic Council, or NPHC. I'm going into my senior year, and I am a marketing major. Originally from the Bay Area, but grew up on the Big Island of Hawaii. The National Panhellenic Council, or Divine Nine, encompasses the historically African-American fraternities and sororities. Both fraternities and sororities make up the membership of NPHC. There are a total of 5 NPHC chapters that currently have undergraduate members here at OSU, and that includes 3 fraternities and 2 sororities. The 3 fraternities are Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. The 2 sororities are Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. We have 3 additional chapters that have charters at OSU but don't currently have any undergraduate members, but there is still an opportunity to join these inactive chapters. All you have to do is contact the CFSL. None of the NPHC chapters have houses, but often meet in the Lonnie B. Harris Black Cultural Center on campus. Chapter sizes are typically smaller for NPHC organizations, but chapters are always eager to grow and still have very active members. Like MGC, you don't have to be African-American to join an NPHC organization. Our chapters are inclusive and welcoming to people of all backgrounds.
Next, for the Panhellenic Council, we are a sorority-only governing council for our traditionally housed sororities on campus. Our council currently has 11 chapters here at Oregon State, and all of them are housed. Each chapter has a house director who lives in the chapter to support women throughout the academic year. Additionally, all of our Panhellenic chapters have a 2-year living requirement for members, and members typically live in their sophomore and junior years. Panhellenic's largest chapter has 125 members, and their smallest chapter has 100 members, with our average chapter size coming out to about 115 women per chapter.
And to round it out, I'm going to share information with you about the Collective Greek Council, which is a special and unique element of our OSU community. CGC chapters have a specific academic membership interest and are generally connected to one of the academic colleges or majors at OSU. We currently have 4 CGC chapters, all sororities, that each have their own distinct identity, including engineering, art and design, science, and agriculture. Additionally, 2 of our organizations are local chapters that were founded at OSU and remain the only chapter of their organization. The largest CGC chapter has 70 members, and the smallest CGC chapter has 30, with the average size being about 45 members per chapter. None of our CGC chapters have chapter facilities, but they're strongly connected to colleges and departments and often meet in buildings where members have the majority of their classes, which can vary from chapter to chapter.
At this point, I can imagine why we're all wondering, why should I go Greek? And we want to tell you about 6 values of fraternity and sorority life here at Oregon State. And I'll start off here with scholarship. And since academics are the primary reason we are here at Oregon State, it is very important in our chapters. Chapters are looking for students who will be able to handle all the academic requirements of the university. Each chapter has a strict GPA requirement to join, as well as to remain in good standing as a member. After all, you are here to get an education first and foremost. Our chapters provide study tables, tutors, and scholarships to help our members be successful in the classroom. Also, Oregon State has an honor society for fraternity and sorority members with high commitment to school. Our website lists each chapter's current GPA, and each chapter's own GPA requirements for joining can also be found in the CFSL publication. Additionally, national statistics show that fraternity and sorority members have a higher rate of graduation compared to those who are not involved.
Every chapter was founded on principles of service to others and focuses on giving back to the community. Our organizations give either time or money to a national philanthropy or community service project. Some examples of these are the St. Jude Foundation, Center Against Rape and Domestic Violence in Corvallis, American Cancer Society, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. Chapters raise money for these organizations either by hosting fun events for other chapters to compete in or by holding fundraising drives for needed supplies. You can also find members out in the community giving back through hands-on service. This past February, the community participated in the Corvallis Polar Plunge as part of the annual Greek Week and helped raise over $5,000 benefiting the Oregon Special Olympics. Overall, last year, we contributed over 63,000 hours of service and donated over $300,000 to charity.
Our next value is leadership. The Greek community provides plenty of opportunities to develop your leadership skills. Within a chapter, there are several elected officer positions that members hold, as well as opportunities to get involved as a new member. You can also become a leader within the governing bodies of the fraternity and sorority community, like some of us, or be a leader in another campus organization. Being a leader in your chapter or on campus provides your members with skills and experiences that will help them long after graduation. Learning how to motivate a group, manage interpersonal conflict, organize a large-scale event, or manage a chapter budget are just a few of the things leaders in our community master. We do know that being Greek isn't for everyone, so if that's true for you, then we urge all students to get involved with something on campus. There are over 400 student organizations at Oregon State, and there are plenty of opportunities to excel. We always encourage students to pick at least one to get involved with. Okay, now we will need some audience participation for some fun questions. So you'll need to get out your phones and open up a web browser. I'll give you guys a minute to pull out your device to get ready for our next section. So what you guys can do is go to menti.com and type in the code that's at the top of your screen. And our first question is just asking how many of our parents or audience members today are a member of a fraternity or a sorority. Also, if your family members are not joining you today on the webinar, but are a member of a fraternity or sorority, feel free to answer for them. And if anyone wants to type in what their family member's affiliation is in the chat, you can do that as well. I'll give you guys a minute to get to the website and start answering. Looks like the first couple answers are no's. Okay, well, it looks like we don't have any Greek alumni with us today, but if anyone that didn't answer does have a family member that's alumni, we love welcoming back and connecting. Oh, there is someone. Great. We love to welcome back Greek alumni, and we're glad you guys are here and connecting with the community. All right. For our next question, we're going to share the names of some famous athletes, celebrities, and world leaders that are fraternity and sorority members. There's a lot of them. So that's our question. If anyone knows any famous Greek alumni and wants to type those in on Menti, then you guys can go ahead and do it now. Yep. Neil Armstrong was a Phi Delta Theta. Kamala Harris, yes. Adam Silver was a Phi Delta Theta. You don't have to put their affiliation if you don't know, but if you just know any celebrities that are Greek alumni, we'd love to hear them. Well, okay, once I'll give a couple other examples. We have Phil Knight was a Phi Gamma Delta. Awesome. Yeah, so some other famous Greek alumni. Condoleezza Rice was an Alpha Chi Omega. Martin Luther King Jr. was an Alpha Phi Alpha, and Brad Pitt was a Sigma Chi. We also have some famous Greek alumni from OSU. So if anyone wants to take a shot at naming some of those OSU Greek alumni, you can go ahead and do that now. This is a little bit trickier. No takers? Okay, well, I'll give some examples that we have. Ken Austin was a Delta Tau Delta at OSU. Terry Baker was a Phi Delta Theta at OSU. And Mercedes Bates, also known as Betty Crocker, was a Delta Zeta at OSU. So thank you guys so much for your participation. We love getting to see your responses.
Okay, so friendship is by far the biggest cornerstone of Greek organizations. When students create an active life outside of the classroom, it makes the college career so much rewarding. Joining a fraternity or sorority can make a big university feel much smaller. All their members are there to guide you, and the relationships you form with your brothers and sisters will last past your time at OSU. There are many events in which fraternities and sororities members participate together. The events help foster stronger inner community relationships in addition to being a lot of fun. Some examples include family and parent weekends, leadership retreats, Greek Week, formals, art shows, competitions, and intramurals. Being Greek is a long line commitment that you're making, not just for your time as an undergrad, it goes well beyond. But students that are having fun by participating on campus and campus events and organizations are more likely to stay in school and have be successful scholars. I want to share a little bit of my story. For me, being an immigrant and a first generation student, it was like college was like a far option like for me to take. So when I decided to go to college, that I didn't know much about it, so it helped me out to attend that community college at first to get my associates, then transfer to OSU. At the beginning, I didn't know much about it, but thank you for some diverse programs such as Camp and Trio. I became more aware of resources on campus, connections, and opportunities. So during one of my first terms, one of the mentors, he introduced me to his MGC fraternity, and I was doubtful about joining at the beginning, but that support he gave me and also the brothers that at the moment offered me the sense of family away from home. So what made me more interested in Greek life. So I'm thankful for the opportunities that has brought me here because now I'm also part of this awesome community at OSU.
Thanks for sharing your story with us, Cheke. Now, our final and perhaps most important community value is inclusivity. While our chapters do use a mutual selection process to extend and accept membership, we do strive to create a welcoming and safe environment for all of our students. We work to eliminate prejudices and foster an inclusive environment by promoting the fair treatment of all members and work to create opportunities for students of all backgrounds and identities to join our chapters. This is visible in the programs our chapters host, the partnerships they create throughout campus, and how we work together collaboratively. Now, to switch gears, we know that there are plenty of misconceptions about fraternity and sorority life that can be found in popular media or pop culture today. We're not saying that we're perfect. However, we hope that the Oregon State students are working hard to fight many of these stereotypes. Most of the information pertaining to fraternity and sorority life found in movies such as House Bunny, Animal House, or Neighbors is not an accurate picture of being Greek. These movies and TV shows tend to impart a much skewed vision of how we are today. So we hope that you'll check out the chapters for yourself and make your own decision about joining us.
Now that we've gone through all of our values, we will shift over into recruitment and intake and how you can join our community here at Oregon State. And I'll start here with the IFC men's process. If you're interested in joining one of our IFC chapters, then I encourage you to look through the CFSL publication and website. They have information on all of our chapters, as well as our contact information for each recruitment chair. There are a few different paths that you can take to join an IFC chapter. The first way is to join through summer recruitment, which is just currently happening right now. Many chapters will have recruitment events throughout the summer and may be contacting to attend their various events. These may be attending a barbecue and a hometown dinner with a recruitment chair, or even a weekend at a lake or camping. You can choose to meet with one chapter, all, or just some. Note that we do expect chapters to follow whatever county code guidelines may be put in place, so these events should be safe for everyone. Know that men can accept a bid from a chapter at any time, and it is not uncommon to be offered a bid during the summer. It is up to each individual whether or not they would like to wait to join until the fall or join during the summer recruitment period. Which leads me into the second option for participating in IFC recruitment, which is the fall recruitment process that will occur during the first week of classes from September 22nd to October 1st. There will be some virtual opportunities to engage, but the majority of the events will be in person. This will be your chance to get to visit all 22 chapters and then narrow down the chapters you wish to visit again. The process is free and registration is required to participate, so please check out the publication and visit our website to register. We will also put a link in the chat to register below. Outside of fall recruitment, IFC chapters continue to hold informal recruitment events throughout the year. So if you don't find what you're looking for at first in the summer or fall, there is still a chance to join our community and our chapters throughout the year.
Becoming involved in one of our Multicultural Greek Council chapters or National Pan-Hellenic Council groups is slightly different, and our process is called membership intake. If you are interested in joining an MGC or NPHC sorority or fraternity on campus, the best way to get involved would be to attend as many council-sponsored programs as you possibly can, just to get to know some current members.
So yeah, each individual MGC and NPHC organizations also host various programs and activities on campus that are open to all students. By attending these programs and activities, you can introduce yourself to the members of that fraternity or sorority that you are interested and let them know that you would like to learn more about their organization.
Another good way to learn more about MGC and NPHC organizations would be to consult the internet. There's a wealth of knowledge on the internet about culturally based fraternities and sororities. And all MGC and NPHC organizations have a national website where you can go and learn tons of information on each organization as a whole.
Each chapter will hold their own individual membership intake process. As a general rule, several MGC and all NPHC organizations do not accept students that do not have a GPA at OSU. It is always best to check with the individual chapters about their own intake process.
If you'd like to learn more about our councils, both MGC and NPHC will host events at the start of fall term. The NPHC would like to invite you to attend Meet the Historically Black Fraternities and Sororities, and that's an event that's happening on Thursday, October 7th at 6 p.m. This is a free program and is an opportunity for you to learn more about each NPHC fraternity and sorority, as well as meet NPHC members and learn about the joining requirements.
And for MGC is holding two events at the start of the fall. First, we'll be hosting an in-person meet and greet on Wednesday, September 29 at 6 p.m. and a virtual meet and greet on the Thursday, September 30th, also at 6 p.m. Both events are also free and a great opportunity to learn about our chapters, meet current members, and learn more about joining. We cannot wait to.
The Collective Greek Council will hold two events at the start of fall term where you can learn more about our chapters and meet current members. First, we will hold a virtual info night on Thursday, September 23rd at 6 p.m. via Zoom. This is a great way to learn more about CGC, our chapters, and how to join. Then we will hold a meet and greet event on Friday, September 24th from 3 to 5 p.m. in the SEC Plaza. At this event, you can meet current members from each of our chapters, learn about their recruitment events, and get signed up for their processes. Each CGC chapter holds an independent recruitment process at the start of fall term, and generally CGC chapters will have 1 to 2 weeks of events, then will extend invitations for membership before beginning their new member processes. Some chapters may recruit new members in winter or spring term, but it's not guaranteed. So if you're interested, come check us out in the fall. And the best way to learn about our chapters recruitment events is to follow CGC or the chapters on social media. Keep a lookout for emails over the summer, or you're welcome to reach out to our chapters directly.
Okay, and then for Pan-Hellenic, if you're interested in joining one of our 11 Pan-Hellenic sororities on campus, I encourage you to sign up and participate in fall formal recruitment. Formal recruitment will take place this fall, occurring over the second and third weekends of the school year, beginning on Saturday, October 2nd with potential member orientation. Events will begin Sunday, October 3rd and end Monday, October 11th with bid day. Fall formal recruitment is the only opportunity to check out all of our 11 Pan-Hellenic chapters. We utilize a mutual selection process. This means that as you narrow down your choices, the chapters are also narrowing down the women they would like to invite back each day. Again, this is the only opportunity to see all 11 chapters. Many of our chapters will be full following fall recruitment for the rest of the academic year. You can sign up for fall formal recruitment online using a credit card at any time until Friday, October 1st at noon for $65. Our recruitment registration fee is based off of the supplies required to run the process and rental spaces and rooms on campus. Women participating will also receive a booklet that describes the process and provides an overview of each chapter.
And before we put the dates of different recruitment and membership intake processes back on the screen, I wanted to draw your attention to our annual event that we host this year. During our Welcome Week, Fraternity Sorority Life will be holding our annual Go Greek Barbecue welcome event for all students to attend. This will be your chance to meet the fraternity and sorority community and learn more about joining. The barbecue will be on Monday, September 20th from 4 to 6 p.m. in the MU Quad, and we encourage all students to attend and bring a friend.
Again, all of the dates for our different processes are up on the screen now. More info on each council's events is located in the CFSL publication and on our website. Make sure you stay updated on everything fraternity and sorority life by checking us out on social media, which is at OSU Greek. You can also follow us on TikTok, also at OSU Greek. Also in the publication online, you'll find the social media accounts for all of our councils. Remember to check out the CFSL website for lots of info in our community and resources on how to join. Finally, here's our contact info if you have any questions after start and want to contact us. Again, thank you guys so much for attending. We've enjoyed getting to share some information about our community with you. Now I'll hand it back over to Kelsey to facilitate our Q&A section.
Thanks, everyone. Hopefully that was a lot of great information for you all. There's lots of links in the chat for you, so you can RSVP or sign up for the process that's sparking your interest. And be sure to jot down this contact information in case you have any questions after the presentation. I know these folks would be happy to answer your questions. So go ahead and start popping any questions you have into the chat. And while you're working on that, if anything comes to mind, I'm going to kick us off with a question. So this is just for anyone who wants to answer it. But what are you looking forward to most about this upcoming academic year? Like, what are you most excited for coming back to campus, for things to get a little bit back to normal? What gets you excited for this fall or the rest of the academic year? Whoa, we're so excited. I love it.
I'll kick it off really quick. I'm really excited for Philanthropies. I know for Interfraternity Council, there's a lot of for philanthropies throughout the week that we like to participate in. And they're a lot of fun, and they're a lot more fun in person. And there's a lot of events that go with them, whether it's like mock rock. I know for Kappa Delta, they do a little dance. You do a little like dance with it, and anchor splash is probably going to hopefully happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that kind of stuff.
Well, Sam stole mine because I also was going to say I am super excited for philanthropies. I know my favorite one that I've luckily been able to participate in these last 3 years is a color run for Make-A-Wish Foundation. But on top of that, I'm also really excited to get back to doing socials. I know like this previous year, I was social chair for my sorority. And so reaching out to different fraternities and sororities and doing things virtually was still really fun. But I can't wait to be back in person, being able to actually see the members of different chapters and interact with them and just build more connections through doing like really fun things.
Yeah, I can kind of go off both those. I'm very excited for all the events. We're going to be back in person again. I know each chapter has like traditional events they do every year, like holiday events, Sisterhood, Brotherhood, stuff like that, that we were still able to do virtually, but it'll just be nice to be in person and see all of our members that we haven't been able to be in person with for the past couple years.
I would also say that I'm really excited for the fall, having events in person again, able to like hang out with the brothers, and also like that whole community of everyone. I think I'm also excited to be for our council. It's like having again like new member presentations again, because I think that's a great opportunity for having like welcoming our new members into the community. I think it's a great event to attend, and it's always fun too.
Even going off that, even our Go Greek barbecue that we're doing September 20th, it was a lot of fun. It's a huge event that we do, and it was missed last year, not being able to do it. But yeah, just stuff like that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the biggest thing, that we keep hearing is like just the excitement around being back in person. And I feel like that's definitely something that we're all eager to do since we've been virtual and been away from each other for so long. It's just going to kind of feel surreal to actually be able to interact with people again and just kind of see everybody in the community again. So that'll be fun. Specifically to my council, I'm just excited to be able to just vibe out with everybody. We got a lot of cool events that are going to be coming up that we have planned out. And then we also have just cool kind of like laid back things we're planning on doing. Whether that's like weekly, just kind of like kickbacks, where we just hang out on campus and kind of talk to people and just be able to do things like that is going to be super fun.
Awesome. Thank you. You're getting me excited, even more excited for fall. And Maya, I'm surprised you didn't say sing, being co-event chair.
As soon as I stopped talking, it came straight to my mind. So for anyone who doesn't know what sing is, please give me just like a couple minutes. All University Sing is one of the most fun things I have ever gotten to do. And like joining it's like all campus, but traditionally it's like been sororities and fraternities. So this is like, had someone told me this at recruitment, it would have been a selling point for me. But it is a singing and dancing competition where chapters, usually a fraternity and sorority, will pair up together, they will partner, and they will get to do like 4 to 7 minutes of really fun choreography to a mashup of songs, and it's themed every year. My freshman year, it was like early 2000s, and so part of my chapter's routine was Beyonce, and if someone turned it on right now, I would whip out that whole dance. And so all university sing is just amazing. I have an amazing committee that I get to work with to help bring it back this year because it was cut short at the start of the pandemic. We didn't get to do it in any capacity this past year, but we're coming back strong. So be on the lookout, especially if you're joining a chapter. That is something to anticipate.
Thank you for that lovely sing commercial, Maya. Appreciate it. All right. Well, I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'll do a last call. If you want to unmute and maybe ask a question, we can go ahead and do that.